What's up? What's good, Sato? It's the sensei.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei! Okay.
Back again for another reaction and review. So I've had some stuff going on. It's taken me a while to get around to this one, but I've been ever so patiently waiting to check out this new track from Trippie's new album that we got. His album was called Mansion Music. Personally, I liked it a lot. I thought it was pretty fun. People were saying with the amount of features that he had on the album that they thought he was going to get carried by all the features, but on the majority of the songs that I heard, I think he actually outperformed his features, which is cool to see that he was really pulling his own weight on an album where he leaned so heavily with having so many features. But I think most of the features actually worked well on the album. Some of my favorite tracks off of the album would include Hideout, Atlantis, Mansion Music. I thought Crazy Train was pretty good too, but the mix that they did on the beat when Travis's verse came in, I thought that was kind of weird, you know. I don't know, it just threw me off. They like almost mixed it all the way out, so that was kind of disappointing. But I've got high hopes for this one, mainly because every time that I've heard Trippie and Juice work together, oh boy has it been fire. I mean, think about 14999 Freestyle, and then their song Matt Hardy 999, also a pretty big banger. I've heard good things about the track, so I'm thinking it's going to go in the same direction. So let's go ahead and check this one out. It's called Nightcrawler by Trippie Redd and Juice WRLD, and of course I always got to say R.I.P. Juice. We lost a legend way too young. Interesting. I don't know if it's because I heard Pump doing the producer tag, but as soon as the beat came in, I was like, this kind of sounds like a Lil Pump kind of beat. Once we hear it flesh out more, you'll hear what I'm saying. It's CB Mix who made the beat, and he did do a lot of stuff for Lil Pump, so that could be why the sound is so similar. But let's see what we got here.
First things first, I pop a pill. After that, I crack a seal. Then I go raw dog your hoe. Kids don't try that shit at home. I forgot how sober feel. Life been getting super real. Leave me alone.
So this is the first time I've heard Juice go in on a hard beat like this in a little while, but it's definitely refreshing to hear. I will say the mix sounds a little bit weird. I don't know if it was like a reach for them to find this like deep cut from Juice or not, but something about his voice just sounded a little bit off. I don't know. Maybe I gotta make sure my speaker's positioned properly, make sure I'm hearing everything right. I feel like it's like right up on my ear. I don't know. Odd. But let's keep it going.
I'm in my zone, she do white like Home Alone. Always smell like down, feel my too high. Yes, like you make me itch crawling in my skin. Always smell like down, feel my too high. Yes, like you make me itch crawling in my skin. Don't know where I'm from, don't know where I've been.
You know, I hadn't even, by the way he came in, I wasn't even thinking about like, is he gonna sing at all? But like, you know, Trippie's been doing that on this album as well and made it sound good. It's interesting, like, this genre of rap is almost like metal rap or rap metal. I don't know, or I guess metal rap would be the proper term, but you know, really grungy, really aggressive, a lot of energy all throughout. The first or a large amount of my first listen on this album, I was working out, so it made it a very, very enjoyable listen. I will say sitting here at my desk might not be the best time to just listen to this album, but I have faith that when I go into the gym tomorrow, this is gonna get me where I need to be.
I got connections like Verizon. Start a ride, and run up, don't try it. I got my 9. Are you ready to die, kid? I get so high and I'm flying.
Damn.
You know that I'm never lying. I'm in a whole nother world, trying to plot and plan. I'ma take over the world. First things first, I pop a pill.
Yo, can we acknowledge that Juice was like really ripping those high notes. I was not expecting that there at the end, and it didn't necessarily sound bad at all. Like I'm not mad about it. Now I'm looking at the lyrics though, and like Juice is majority of this song, which is kind of wild. Like Juice does the intro, the chorus, the first verse, the chorus, then we get a Trippie Redd verse, and then Juice on the chorus again. But maybe we're not gonna get like another Juice album, and so that's why this made it onto a Trippie album. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm looking at the annotation at the bottom here, and it says the original version of this song was only Juice, and it was just Juice in a second verse. But I guess it got modified after Juice's passing, and Trippie got his hands on it and wanted to make sure it got out. And I'm glad he did. I'm glad we're getting to hear this.
That I crack it still, then I go raw dog your hoe. Kids don't
But that
try
also
that
makes
shit
it
at
make
home.
more
I
sense
forgot how sober feel.
why
Life been
it's
getting super real.
mainly
Leave me alone, I'm in
Juice
my
on this
zone.
song.
She
Like
do
Trippie
what
probably
like
didn't want to
Home
mess with
Alone.
it that
Always smell
much
like doubt,
to honor
feel
Juice.
Yes, fuck you make me itch crawling in my skin. Always smell like doubt, feel my too high. Yes, fuck you make me itch crawling in my skin. Got on a demon, I'm brave and I'm bold. Pop out with a diva, she model for Vogue. Might pick her up for that bitch out of control. Might bust on her face, might come on her nose. If she good at my eyes, out her fingers and toes. Don't drive in the kid, we're clear the road. Better stay a year later, we spin like a wheel. In the trenches, little bitch, keep a fire in the hill. Better humble yourself or you die with the meal. Cooking could crumble your life is still. Red flag like I'm a nice meal. Pop out of the party, the ops say I yield. If you just
I think whether you like Trippie or not, you have to be willing to acknowledge the fact that this man always knows how to bring energy to a song, or at least the songs that he's trying to have that are upbeat, because he's got some slower ones as well, but anytime he tries to bring the energy, I think he generally does that successfully. So I do enjoy that a lot. But he sounded really good on here. I'm disappointed that his verse is as short as it is.
and we fighting in here. You up, but then you dying in here. Big dope bitch like a titan in here. 999 started rioting in here. First things first, I pop a pill. After that, I crack it still. Then I go raw dog your hoe. Kids don't try that shit at home.
Of course, we appreciate the essential shout out to 999, Juice WRLD there. That's some nice respect from Trippie, but he's always going to give that, obviously. This one's hype though. I mean, it's very, very different from their two previous collaborations that they've done. I can say that.
I sober feel, life been getting super real. Leave me alone, I'm in my zone. She do white like Home Alone. Always smell like doubt, feel my too high. Yes, fuck you make me itch crawling in my skin. Always smell like doubt, feel my too high. Yes, fuck you make me itch crawling in my skin.
See right there? You can't tell me that doesn't sound like a Lil Pump beat. That's so like on brand for Pump there. That doesn't mean that I don't like the beat at all. I really enjoyed Lil Pump when he was making a strong run back in like 2017, 2016 era. I thought it was fun. I thought this track was fun too. I'm excited to get to hear it in a different setting than the way I'm hearing it right now. I didn't think it was bad by any means. I will say I don't think it was nearly as good as Trippie and Juice's two previous collaborations. Both of those are ones that I go back to all the time. I don't know if this is necessarily one that I'll be going back to a bunch, but that's just maybe because this is more for like, oh, I'm gonna bump this in the gym, like, whereas the other two I'm like, yeah, I'm bumping those in the car, maybe a party, pregame, whatever it may be. Like those are more fitting for that. You put this on at the pregame and like people might start breaking stuff in your house. Do you really want that? I don't know. Maybe. But let me know what you all thought of this track down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed my reaction to this one, please go ahead and drop a like on the video. And if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have a sensational day.
Sensational.
And I'm out. Peace.